Today we're going to talk through some issues of how timber changes colour and what causes this. We were recently contacted by a customer who had an issue when he had stained his deck and the colour had been removed from the deck. Some of the main issues are the harsh Australian climate, such as the UV and rain. These weather conditions can change the colour of the timber. Other things like iron staining, which could be anything from poor quality fixings, metal fragments that may fall onto the timber when work's being done in a close proximity, and also green unseasoned hardwood. The other one could possibly be things simply like garden fertilisers or cement dust, and once again this will cause reactions in the timber that can change the colour of the timber. Now I'm going to do a simple demonstration showing how chemicals can react with timber and change the colour. So this is just some of your supermarket ammonia. I'm just going to make sure I have all my safety gear on and apply it to the timber. And you can see how this changes the colour of the timber. As mentioned earlier, we were contacted by a customer who had an issue with his deck. It was a Silvertop Ash hardwood deck that he had laid and applied 2 coats of Aussie Clear Light to it. After a couple of weeks, there was a bit of rain, and he noticed that the Aussie Clear Light had pretty much disappeared from his deck. Luckily, he was observant and did notice when there was landscape work done around the deck that cement dust had actually fallen on the deck. So today we're actually going to simulate and hopefully replicate what happened. So we've got a test panel here made up. We've got 3 boards that have the Aussie Clear Light applied to it and 2 boards that are just raw. So once again, it is a Silvertop Ash. So I'm just going to apply light dusting of the cement. I'm just going to drag it along. We thought we'd include the raw timber just so that you can see that the reaction will happen regardless of the oil with the chemical reaction to the timber. Now I'm just going to lightly spray the test panel to simulate the rain, and hopefully we will observe some change in colour. As you can notice, we are already observing some change of colour. You can definitely see the discoloration through this area here. We have observed the cement dust reacting with the oil that was applied to the deck, which is actually extracting the oil out and pooling on top of the water that's sitting on the deck. What I am going to do now is just at the ends of the boards, I'm just going to lightly wipe away the water and cement dust just to see what the reaction's like. So firstly on the raw timber, so this has no oil applied to it, and as you can see, it certainly has changed the colour of the timber. And then now for the pieces that had the Aussie Light applied, we are going to leave the test panel overnight. We will try and keep it wet to simulate the rain, and we'll come back and see what reactions we have. We're back here this morning looking at our test panel from yesterday. It has been sitting here for about 18 hours. As you can see, overnight there has been further discoloration and reaction from the cement dust due to the high pH level in the cement dust. If you are doing work around your deck and cement dust does happen to get on there, we do recommend that you either brush it off or blow it off as soon as you possibly can. Run a fair bit of water over it, and then you can also use the Preschem grade deck cleaner, oxalic acid, to remove the cement dust to prevent this from happening.